Hello, Thunder Wizards. So today we're going to be talking about the law of attraction, specifically how to differentiate between fantasizing and manifesting. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell button so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. This is the Manifestation Mastery course, video 16A, I believe. And in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about the difference between fantasizing about your reality and actually turning it into reality. Take your fantasy and turn it into reality. And this is a very important step, and there is a very specific technique involved in order to do that. If you've been following this series for a while, I actually am going to be introducing a technique that I may have talked about, but I'm going to get very specific about it. And so you have to watch this video all the way to the end so that you know how you can find out what that technique is. Okay, so fantasizing versus actually manifesting. So manifesting is the ability to bring into your physical reality what it is that you want. I mean, the truth is that we manifest everything all the time. Every single aspect of your life is a result of your ability to manifest. You are a master of manifestation, okay, whether you realize it or not. What we want to do is we want to be able to fine tune that ability to manifest so that we can manifest our choices. So that the trick is being able to manifest your conscious desires, your conscious choices. There's no shortage of people that walk around with conscious fantasies and conscious desires, but their life is completely different. It is my guess that that may apply to you. If you're watching this video, there's probably a good chance that you want to improve upon that. So, what is the law of attraction as we understand it? So, the law of attraction says that whatever it is that we focus on, we manifest. Whatever it is that we put our attention, our thoughts, and our emotions toward, that is what we manifest. So, people want positive, happy things in their life. So, what we're taught is we need to focus on fantasizing, thinking about, and intending things that make us happy. But I want to ask you a question. And, bear in mind, I'm not there in wherever you are. You're not here in my office right now. So you don't have to say anything to get my approval or prove anything to me. This is a question I want you to ask yourself. And I want you to be honest. Are you manifesting what you want? Are you manifesting absolutely everything that you want? And it's okay with me if you say no. In fact, I will have much more respect for you if you can be honest. Here's one of the diseases in the law of attraction community. We want to look good. It reminds me of church. When I was a kid and you go to church and people would say, how is the Lord blessing you today? Oh, loving, I just love the Lord. And, God is so good and we have such a good God. And it became this thing in my church where you didn't tell people what was really going on, because then they might talk about you behind your back. So everybody put on the smiling face. Have you ever been to those crazy churches where you walk up to the front of the church, or as you're walking in the door of the church and there's that crazy religious person? Hi, welcome, praise the Lord, we love you, and you just want to take off running like, man, that's creepy. So that happens a lot, and so we feel guilty. If you're going to, let's say a manifestation group where people get together and they're supposed to support each other, you don't feel like you can say, listen, it's not working for me. For whatever reason, I'm trying. I'm sitting on the edge of my bed and I'm thinking positive thoughts, and I'm really fantasizing and intending my positive feelings. We have a hard time saying that. So I want to give you permission to not feel good all the time. We talk about that a lot. Because here's something I've learned. It's not about what you feel. I know that that's not what you're told. What you're told is what you feel is what you're going to manifest. That is only partially true. I get into that in other videos. I won't do that here. So, manifestation versus fantasizing. What is the difference? Well, the difference is fantasizing. Let me see if I can get this gentleman to come into our view screen here. Let me just put this in here. Fantasizing is just that. When you are thinking about something happy, you're putting happy feelings into your subconscious projector, and up comes this guy. This is fantasy. Fantasy is when you just have the happy feelings. That is fantasy. When you only have the happy feelings and nothing else happens, that's fantasy. Now, fantasy is part of the process. You must be able to tap into your fantasies. Here's one of the things that I've learned is that there are a lot of people out there who, when you try and ask them, what is it that you really want? They don't know. I go through that. So one of the things that I do more than anything is I ask myself, sometimes on a daily basis, I ask myself, what do I want? Because I know if I can identify exactly, very clearly what it is that I want, I know I'm going to manifest it. Now, I'm like everybody else. Sometimes people think they know what they want and they really don't. And that's when you get confused between wanting to create something arbitrary in your head. Like, give you an example. A lot of people want to say, what I want is to win the lottery. And so they spend all this time trying to manifest winning the lottery and nothing happens. You know why nothing happens? Because that's not really what they want. They think it's what they want because they think if they have $300 million, that then they'll be able to buy whatever they want and then they won't have to manifest anything. So they try and manifest the money. But see, that's not actually what it is that you want. What you want is the good feelings that come from having love, from having security, from being able to do the things that you want to do, be able to quit your job. All of those things will give you positive feelings and give you a healthy life. That's what you want. The money is really secondary. There's no shortage of rich people who are sick and miserable. Look at Britney Spears. The latest we hear is that she's just done. She doesn't even, all of her fame and all of her money has gotten her nothing but misery. So fame and money isn't going to always do it. Right? So fantasy is incredibly important. We have to be able to fantasize, and this is one of the things that I do, is I help people when they can't pinpoint exactly what it is that they want. I help them do that, and I do that just by asking them questions. It's not like some hocus pocus thing. I ask them questions, and I'm able to hear from their responses to help guide them towards what they want. Once you know what it is that you want, you've got 90% of the battle. The other 10% we talk about in the other videos, and I'm going to share with you at the end of this how to find out the technique that changes you from a fantasizer to a manifester. Okay? So what is it that we're taught? We are taught in the law of attraction that your vibrational state will attract things of a similar vibration. So joy, happiness, love, and peace, you are going to be able to vibrate that and bring that to you. This is fairly obvious. If you go into a room full of people and you, not like the crazy church lady who's wild-eyed and pretends that she loves you, but if you walk into a social scenario and you honestly do have love for people, and you honestly do have friendly thoughts and feelings for people, people are going to feel that and they're going to want to be your friend. So there's where we do see that your vibration will attract other vibration. But we're talking about manifesting things. Love relationships, job, money, health. These are things that we want to manifest in our life. And so why is it that so many of us, when we want to focus on our positive feelings like we're taught to do, because this is what we're taught. What we're taught is just focus on the positive feelings. Just focus on the positive thoughts. Don't have any negative thoughts. Just focus on the positive thoughts, and all those things will come to you. And so what we've ended up creating is people who are waiting. They're waiting for the universe to bring to them their rightful manifestation. Because the idea is if I just send out the positive vibes, it'll be attracted. It will come to me. And I can just sit here and wait for it. How many of you can honestly say that that's what happens? Listen, if you can say that sitting on the edge of your bed and thinking about positively whatever it is that you want has resulted in you actually getting all of those things, then my hair is off to you. And, I thank you for watching my video, but I imagine there's really no need for you to do that. Go out and live your life. You don't need to listen to me. If you're still listening to me because you have not been able to do that, I have a technique that'll work for you. Listen, my students, the students that follow my directions, not just watch some of the videos some of the times, but follow my directions to the letter, they're telling me, I swear I'm not making this up, they are telling me sometimes with tears in their eyes and tears in their voice, they're telling me that they've followed my instructions to the letter and their life has completely transformed, and in many cases they are living their dreams, and their dreams are coming true, their success is coming to them. So it's not about me. It's not about, I'm not channeling Zohar or any other magical being that's going to magically touch you and make it happen for you. Which is listen, if that works for you, great. But I'm giving you something better than that. You don't have to depend on me. You don't have to depend on my energy through the video to make it happen for you. If you do what I do, you're going to get what I get. It's real simple, and it has almost nothing to do with how you feel. So if you're one of those people where you can't muster up all the positive feelings all the time, not a problem. Are you full of fear? Not a problem. Are you full of anxiety, self-doubt? Not a problem. The techniques are so powerful that it overrides that part of the law of attraction, which says if you think something positive will come to you, and it overrides the part that says if you think negative things will come to you. It overrides that. And that takes off so much pressure because, honestly, be honest with me, you may be able to drum up some positive feelings and feel good and hopeful, and I encourage you to do that as often as you can. But let's be honest, sometimes the fear hits, the anxiety hits, the doubt hits. Because let me explain something to you, and I talk about this a lot, but it's good to hear it again. Let me explain something to you about the three minds. You have your conscious mind, which is what's listening to me now. The conscious mind is the part of you that has the desire to be happy, to be healthy, to be, loved, whatever it is. That's a conscious desire. You're consciously aware of it. And then you have your unconscious mind. This is the part of your mind you're not aware of. This has all of your past life, unresolved issues, all of the, bad programming you got from your parents, from your school, from your churches, the stuff that tells you that money's bad or you don't deserve it or you're ugly or, you may not be consciously thinking about it, but it's always there, always manifesting your reality. And then you have in between the conscious and the unconscious, you have your subconscious mind. It's just below the surface of your conscious awareness. You can go in there whenever you want, get your social security number, your driver's license number, your phone number. You're not thinking about it, but somebody asks you, what's your phone number? You can rattle it off without thinking. You just dip into the subconscious mind and pull it out. It is the subconscious mind that we use to manifest our desires. It is a lens. It is a lens through which we manifest our desires. Now, either the conscious mind or the unconscious mind is always sending out your intention, always. Here's the problem. Your conscious mind can't do it 24 hours a day. You can't. You know, if you want to sit on the edge of your bed for an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, even if you could sit on the edge of your bed for 8 hours a day and think positive thoughts and if you could keep that positive state of mind, listen, congratulations, my hair's off to you. But the rest of the time, guess what's going to take over? Once you consciously stop putting into your subconscious lens your intention, guess what happens? Your unconscious mind takes over. This is why you can do positive affirmations, think about things all day, and for some reason, very little changes. Because your unconscious mind has all of that, and you cannot consciously choose to change your unconscious programming. But there are things that can. And the good news is that all of your fears, all of your doubts, all of the ugly feelings that we don't want to feel, those are happening all the time, whether we're consciously aware of it or not. Always. And unless you are able to consciously put that positive, happy thought and feeling into your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind is always projecting whatever's in there, good or bad. The good news is you can overcome that with some techniques, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about in the next video. In the next video, I'm going to share with you some techniques that will help you. And let me give you a little preview of what that is. If you go to courses.thunderwizard.com, you'll find a teaching called the 5 Rules to Master the Matrix. I love that teaching because it takes your feelings out of it. See, the sales pitch about if you just have positive feelings, positive things will happen. The sales pitch of that is that it makes people want to do that because people want to feel good. That's why we go to the seminars. That's why we go to on the cruise ships where Zohar was channeled and will give you his powerful, zap to make you magically feel better. That's why we do it, because we want to feel better. I want to feel good all the time. I'm no different than you. But that's the sales pitch, is if you just focus on positivity and don't worry about the negative stuff. In fact, don't think about it at all. Just think about the good stuff. That's the sales pitch. It's the cotton candy. Cotton candy tastes good, but you can't eat it all day. I'm going to give you something better. I'm going to give you a technique that, regardless of how you feel, I guarantee you, I can guarantee you this. I don't guarantee a lot of things, but I guarantee you this. I can guarantee you that if you do this technique, regardless of how you feel, you will have some results. So what I teach in the 5 Rules to Master the Matrix is that the universe, or the matrix as we call it, responds to things like a video game. You punch in certain things and it will respond to it. And one of the things is, if you take a risk that you can't take back. That's one thing. That's one of the most valuable things that I've learned. If there's something that I want, if you take a risk that you cannot take back, the universe responds positively to that. It will reward you for that. One example would be, asking a girl out. Maybe there's somebody that you're friends with, or that, maybe somebody at work. And, as long as you don't say anything, everything's okay, right? And you can have your feelings, and maybe she flirts with you, and maybe you don't know, but nothing ever really comes of it. You're hoping she'll give you that, that invitation so you can go in and ask her out, but she never really gives you that full, complete sign. Well, in order to go on a date with her, you're going to have to take a risk that you can't take back. You're going to have to ask her out. You're going to have to walk up to her, and that when you say this, it is going to change your relationship with her forever. And you're putting her in a position where she has to say, yes, I want to be your romantic partner, or she's going to say, no, I'm not interested in you that way. And then you will never have that connection again. That cute, fun, flirty, friendship will be destroyed. But it's the only way to get what you truly want. And when you step out and you say, you know what, I really like you. Would you like to go out to dinner with me? And when she says yes, then you know, you say, God. And she's like, God, I've been waiting for you to ask me out. Why didn't you do it a year ago? Or the other side, you keep waiting and she doesn't give you that. She still flirts with you, and then guess what? Next thing you know, she's dating the other guy in accounting. And then a year later, they're married. And then you look at her, and she gives you that look as she's going up to the altar like, could have been you, pal. Why didn't you ask me out? The universe is the same way. When you take a risk that you cannot take back, you are rewarded. And I'm going to share with you not only that, but I'm going to share with you some specifics in the next video, which is the B video. Okay? The B video. So this is 16A, I believe, of the Manifestation Mastery course. And in the next video, which is 16B, I'm going to share with you this very simple technique that if you apply it, I guarantee you, you will see results with your manifestation. So to do that, you need to go to manifestation.thunderwizard.com, or you can just go to thunderwizard.com and click on the Manifestation Mastery course. And all of the B videos for the Manifestation Mastery course are over there. All right, I will see you in the B video.